So what part of New York are you from?
From Brooklyn, Bushwick.
Yeah. So what was it like growing up? Like, cause I
and
know
Queens
Brooklyn,
though, like I grew up in Queens and Brooklyn. Like I know you're not from out there. It's
no,
like
I'm from like Maryland.
Queens and Brooklyn is big. It's a big borough, but on the side I was like on a close to the borderline where you like where Brooklyn is and Queens is type shit. You feel me? So it was close to go like school or whatever. It's right there too.
You said making music since young, yeah. So
like 15. Like 15.
Do you go back to like old music or?
But like I want to say like, cause 15 like nah, I'm not saying like recording tracks like just rapping, do the battle. We used to go to bad rap scenes like. So back when hip hop was like fake real, we used to go and to like I battle this nigga like y'all spit, you feel me? Like it used to be like that type shit. Smoking niggas, me and my brother was doing that shit, and then I started recording. My shit fake was going like up. My songs I was dropping on SoundCloud, it was going like 60K, and then I got locked up. You feel me? When I got locked up, I was like still buzzing a little bit, but then it died down a little bit because I did mad time. You feel me? Came home. Now I just like ever since I've been home, I just video after video after video, just working. You feel me? Dropping music.
So what do you feel like the biggest difference is between you making music before and you making music now?
I take it more serious now. Like before, I was just like so much like in the street really, and then just doing music just to do it. You feel me? Like whenever I had time, I had to just do it for fun. But then I just took it more serious now. Like I really want to do this shit, and I really want to get paid off this shit, and I don't want to go into.
That's something to get like paid as. I feel like if artists don't take it seriously, then like you not really going like, cause there's so many people that's like making music type shit.
Yeah.
Like you gotta find ways to like not just look at it as money, cause like that's not what's gonna make it pop.
Yeah,
like,
no,
that
definitely.
trending shit.
You can never look at it as money because it don't make you money in the beginning. Like what?
Cause like if people are not fucking with your shit,
I done
then
spent
what?
more money doing it than I ever made on it. That's real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, spent mad bread doing that shit. But you gotta love that shit. Like, I do that shit because I love to do that shit.
So when you was growing up, what was it like making music? Like, was people accepting of this shit? Cause I like know a couple of people from New York. Like, some of them say like you gotta be having people fuck with your shit to be popping. Like, if you popping and you don't have people that's like actually fucking with you, then they're not gonna listen to you for real. Like, you gotta have like a little crowd. Like, a little.
Cause New York, you know how it is. They don't show love like that. So like, you really had to like. For me, it took some time, like dropping shit. I'll show my niggas or show even my peoples, and they'll be like, yeah, that's cool, like it's alright. But I'm still learning curve. Like, you know, you first recording, like I don't even know my sound. Like I'm just trying to do the shit. Like I started rapping. Like my first record was like the Chirac beat. Remember when that Chirac shit came out?
Yeah.
That was like my first beat like I ever recorded. Horrible, shit sounds bad. But you know what I'm saying? Just gaining. And then I just kept dropping shit. So I dropped some fire shit, and niggas was like, yo, that shit is fire. And honestly, it's like people want to see you when you're down. Then when I got booked, then people really start tapping into the music, like, oh, his shit fire, you know, feel me? But that's how that shit go, yeah. Like, they don't really show love like that. You gotta really put in work, you feel me?
Do you work with like any artists out here, or have you been able to like find people that you fuck with on the music scene?
Yeah, I fuck with a couple people. Like, I fuck with my Tone. You know, Tone, we've been a song, we got that work coming out. You know, I fuck with my cameraman Foy. He been showing these fire visuals for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to work with more artists out here. Like, definitely, I just been putting out a lot of me, like showing people what I got, you know, to show. So it's gonna come.
So with you bringing your sound to the scene, how do you foresee like that change being added? Like, what do you see differently you've been added to music in the whole?
What you mean, like?
Like, so it's a lot of artists out here. So how you gonna be different as far as like adding your sound to the
scene? Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like my sound is different. Period. So I don't really like look at other people's sounds and see how they sound and try to like. I just know my sound is different and just stay in my lane and hopefully, you know.
Who is it influenced by?
So I grew up like old school a little bit, like all that old school like Joel Santana, you know, Lil Wayne, like 50, but also with like the new era of like drill. I do a lot of drill shit, so like most of my drill shit just be like a mixture. You feel me? Like, so it's just different. It's just different, and I got my own flow. Like you could tell it's my sound when it come on. You know.
Did you have any family like that was in the music scene as well, or it was just like you was the black sheep that kind of like stepped out differently?
Yeah, really, yeah, it's just me. Like I just, you know, like I didn't really. I'm family oriented, but I really wasn't with too much with my family. Like I was raised with like streets type shit. Like you know what I'm saying, like with my bros and shit. So it was just like I just found my way and just, I wanted to do that shit. So I just did it. You know, and it worked.
So do you have some advice for like? Cause I feel like a lot of people they feel like they need a support system in this industry or like they need a team and stuff. You being somebody who kind of like does it all on your own, what would be some advice to kind of like take on all that responsibility yourself?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta want that shit. You feel me? Like you really gotta want that shit. And I learned honestly, you can't make everybody happy. Cause you make everybody happy, you're gonna try to make everybody happy. It's never gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't even like. I don't even look at the comments sometimes. Cause I don't even want to see the negative sometimes. I'm just doing it for me. You feel me? So and that shit goes back to like you can't do it for the pay like right away. It pay off when you put that work, but you putting more in than you getting back sometimes.
So do you have some top 5 cities that you kind of like going to and performing at? Like do you perform often or are you kind of just like making music right now?
Yeah, now I've just been honestly just dropping mad visuals and shit. Like I was performing a lot, but yeah, I just been dropping mad visuals. Like, but yeah, I definitely wanna definitely do performances. Like you said, top like cities, like where I wanna go.
Want to go to, yeah.
So much, like Atlanta, Cali, you know what I'm saying? I'll do New York again. I did New York, but I'll do it again. It's my hometown for me. Shit out here, Tampa be lit, you know? And like so many other, I ain't even gonna close like the venues. There's so many, you know, I could go like, it's lit, you know? So
with you working with on the music video side, you wanna shout out any like photographers, videographers that you work with?
Shout out my mans on KK47 TV. You can look him up. He do most of my videos. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Fway. Like I say, he shoot my videos out here. That's 93 shots on Instagram. Yeah, it's really honestly I just work with those two. Like I'm really loyal to my team. You feel me? And the effort that I know they're gonna give to my work. Shout out to Check the credits. I gotta shout out my boy Check. You know what I'm saying? Check be working. We definitely been work together too. So yeah, that's my boy too. You feel me?
So do you like dibble and dabble into like different sounds, or is there any kind of like sound that you want to try? Like I'm in the R&B and neo soul. Like would you try that or like?
No, that's a vibe. Yeah, every vibe. Like I feel like that's when you cap yourself to like one lane. That's when you like you're never gonna get over that hurdle. You know what I'm saying? Like your music gonna stay at one stand and it's not gonna pass. You feel me? You gotta always. Like I would definitely go into like different type of shit. You feel me? I even did some reggae shit. We recently, yeah, that shit fire. Like we gonna drop that soon.
Okay, so you got anything like any dates that we can expect any new projects that you've been working on? Or anything?
I mean, this summer right here, I don't have a date for it yet, but this summer me and Tony dropping that video to the song we making. Yeah, that's coming up. I got a couple songs coming, a couple videos already in the cut. Time for this. I already shot to it, so that's dropping. So it's just I don't got no release dates right now. I'm just promoting shit I already got out, you know, like just pushing what I got, and just have like so much shit in the chamber. I just let it go whenever.
What is it like writing music? Like what's your writing style? When you're in the studio, do you kind of like freestyle it?
Yeah, I write. I definitely write. Sometimes I'll do freestyle, depending on the mood. Like I'll just chill. Like as you can see, I got my studio set up in my house sometimes. So I'll be like, whenever I feel the vibe or I feel like I want to, I just let me go to the studio vibe, play the beat, chill, smoke, whatever. Just get in my zone.
Did you ever get into like writing for anybody else, like ghostwriting or having somebody ghostwrite for you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna put people out there, but yeah, I wrote like a couple books and shit like that. Yeah. But most of the time, I'll just be writing my shit.
When it comes to features, do you feature with other artists or like have them on your songs?
Yeah. I feature with a couple artists. You know, like I got so many. Like shout out Money Bags, J Murder. I even got songs about KK47 also. I got a couple features. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your name. Like, where does that come from?
Oh, BandzbyTheBag. Mm-hmm. So when I was younger, I was gonna go by the name Stacks. My man was like, nah, you look like your name should be Bandz. Like, and that was when I was young. I was just like, alright, yeah, Bandz sound fire. Like, I'm going with Bandz. Like. After that, just people just start calling me Bandz, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And then BandzbyTheBag, just some swaggy shit niggas made up, you know what I'm saying? It's BandzbyTheBag. It was Chase Bandz, but then I made Chase Bandz my merch. So I got like Chase Bandz merch and shit. So it's like the Pac-Man, you feel me? Running from the bag, running from the ghost. Police officer, you feel me? That was like my logo and shit, so I did that with the merch and I just stuck with BandzbyTheBag.
Damn, how many tattoos you got?
A lot. I lost count of that. Like, I need some more facts.